welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Kelly. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, Vinted, and Depop. I have another What Sold video for you today. These are my sales for last week, August the 3rd through the 9th. The week started off promising, and then as the week came to a close, it was like grinding halt. Poshmark was my best platform, which is a surprise. I feel like eBay is usually better for me. But this week could be completely different. You just never know. I had sales on Poshmark, eBay, and Vinted. I had no sales on Mercari or Depop this week. We're going to start over on Poshmark. I sold these men's UFOS blackout sneakers. I found these at the bins. They sold for an offer of $10. I made a profit of $7.05 after Poshmark took their fees. Once I got them home, I noticed there was a lot of wear to the tread, so I priced them low. I think I put them up at like $18. I had an offer within 24 hours, and I took it and ran. Next up, I sold this Loft polka dot sweater. It sold for an offer of $10. I made $7.05 after Poshmark takes their fees. This came in a thread-up rescue box. When I've bought them, I bought the 200 pounds, so it's usually, it comes out to a couple dollars a piece. Next, I sold this cool skirt. I got this at the regular Goodwill. I can't remember if it was $4.99 or $3.99. It sold for $15 after their fee. I get $12. Next up are these men's Faraday shorts. This came in a liquidation pallet. I haven't bought a pallet in a couple years. So someone offered $15 and I was happy to take it. After Poshmark takes their fees, I made $12. Again, liquidation pallet, I probably had $5 or $6 into them. And they weren't new with tags, so I don't offer them as new with tag or new without tag or whatever. I quote them as, used condition. Next up is this Rachel Zoe linen blouse. This sold for $17 after Poshmark takes their fees. I get $13.60. This also came in a thread-up rescue box, so you figure I had a couple dollars into it. Next, my final sale on Poshmark, I sold this Elliot floral maxi dress. This sold for $35. After Poshmark takes their fees, I get $28. This also came in a liquidation pallet, so I've had it a couple years, so the offer came through and I snatched it. Over to eBay, I only had 2 sales there. Quite shocking. I sold these Mephisto sandals. They sold for $24 after eBay takes their fees. I got $17.33. This was a bins find, so I had a couple dollars into them. And then I sold this these Tory Burch espadrille slip-on. They were like mesh or lace uppers. They were flats. They sold for $23.99. I got $18.40. These came from the bins. They weren't in great shape. One of the shoes was missing the Tory Burch. They had almost like a leather patch inside the footbed. It was missing. One of them was missing. I mean, I can't complain. They weighed like nothing. They probably weighed less than a pound. So I got a couple dollars into them. I turned it into $18.40 in my pocket. And then over to Vinted, I had 2 sales over there. I sold these Athleta Endless high-rise pants. They were in a plus size. I think they were a 16. They were navy. Came from the bins. It's one of the reasons that I did pick them up. They sold for $16 on Vinted, so I get $16. And they sold pretty quickly. I think this was in like a haul a couple weeks ago. And then on Vinted, oh, I already said that. And then I sold this Carhartt and 47 collab Eagles hat, Philadelphia Eagles. It sold for $12. I get $12. I listed this. It sold within probably 15 minutes, and it went to the UK. Guess there's Eagles fans everywhere. So that was my exciting week. Let me know how your sales are, and I'll see you next week for another What's Sold video.